Well, it's been a long while, and it's a very been a long while because one, I got lazy and also lost the passion for making videos and also commentary, and I was thinking about getting back into doing this stuff and also practicing video editing, but certain events kind of spiraled. Even this is not just not in my life, but also outside. And let's just say I kind of need to comment about it, but also one my feelings towards it as well, even though I'm not even American. So for me, it's very very important. And if you're wondering why my eyes started from once from one point to the screen or another, because I actually have notes, so that one I really want to put it out. And also I'm very very struggling. I have right now struggling to find words, and then at least I have guidelines on what I feel. So yeah, I think last 2 weeks, or is it? Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks from the whole assassination thing that I felt a knot in my stomach. At first, my mind raced like, that's unfortunate. I'm not American. I need to move on. However, as I scrolled down to my Twitter feed and accidentally saw the video, that one was so disgusting. I had weird guttural reaction to it. It was so disgusting, and also the people who cheered on is so fucking inhuman. So it it's like seeing an actual psychotic person gloating and cheering. And to me, it's so inhuman. In the knowledge that I knew that Kirk had a wife and child beside him during that rally, it was even more devastating. And also the swift backlash with that, a lot of people getting fired from it. Right? To be honest with you, I'm glad that they're fired. I don't give a shit. I have the sentiments of this one Instagram comedian. If I would show the clip of it.
Aw, the liberals are getting fired. All just because you made a public post with your psycho opinion celebrating a family getting torn apart, a man losing his life, which would have been acceptable for the last 8 years. But now, things have changed. And now your psycho opinion has exposed you for the horrible person that you are. Does that tone remind you of anything? It should, because that's exactly how all of these people talked to any person that lost their job or that was canceled for the bare minimum of bullshit. Not them celebrating the end of a life. And you guys want us to all of a sudden be like, alright, maybe we should hold back and not fire as many people. Bro, they are going down like flies. You know why? Because they're used to talking like this. They're used to saying these things in front of their bosses, in front of their coworkers. You can say the most heinous things as long as it's against somebody that's on the right. But now, things have changed. So I guess you better go look up a job at your nearest Starbucks, buddy. Believe me, you'll be good at it.
Yeah, and I share that sentiment. But also, again, I have to iterate that I feel a weird, like a knot in my stomach when when I saw that, and still grieving. I don't even know. Damn it! I don't even know Kirk was. I know Charlie Kirk, but never big a super big follower. Sometimes I would agree with his points, sometimes I don't. And from his from the Instagram feed, but also the YouTube feed, as YouTube shorts as well. And there is this one video that I want to share that it kind of fucking explains the feeling that I have, even though I don't even know him. I'm from Southeast Asia again. That why I had that feeling. So it's called Charlie Kirk. Why this hurts so much. Your feelings explain, and I'll show you the clip of it, not clip, but the thumbnail, and also I'm gonna link in the video why it kind of makes sense, but also now I know why I had that feeling. And also, a lot of people start to claim that Kirk was a very, very big racist. But to be honest with you, I don't see that much. I've seen so many debunks on why Kirk was not racist. And also, I'm going to put that some of the videos there and also in the links, then why he's not racist. But also, I'm going to put some of the videos that I discovered that he's not. I'm going to include it in this video as well. And to me, there's a lot of, propaganda that he is a white supremacist. I don't know about you. Maybe I don't know where the video is. There's one clip video, actually, I want to share, is that there is this one Filipino student, an immigrant, by the way, with Charlie Kirk and with Tulsi Gabbard as well. So for me, that was interesting because the Filipino student really was praising Kirk as well as Tulsi Gabbard, and the Filipino was inspired by Tulsi Gabbard as well. So for me, how did this person can be fucking racist? Also, there's so many videos of him praising the black community as well. How do you? It boggles the mind. And to me, it is now being debunked multiple times for people who are far more better of the subject matter. So I did my own research. I'm going to put some of the videos and links in this video as well. And to the friends and family of the Kirk family, my deepest condolences. And I hope you find, peace, and, and also those videos that you did to a lot of debate videos in TPUSA and also Charlie's channel actually reach in my country. So that's how big your influence is. And I'm quite surprised. But yeah, again, deepest condolences to the Kirk family and also to the friends of Charlie. I hope you find legitimately happiness. So I'm gonna post some of the videos as well with credits. Hopefully, sometimes I forgot the links, but I will put their usernames there. So, bye.
If you for 1 second think that Charlie Kirk deserved what he got, that this is for the best, then you can honestly go fuck yourself. How low and how insignificant and how fucking disgusting of a human being do you have to be to find justification in something like this? He left behind everyone he fucking knew. Everything he fucking worked for. Was it his choice? No, someone took that from him. And I think it's disgusting how you put political fucking views over someone's goddamn life.
After what happened to Charlie Kirk, right now, in my mind, to be honest, there's 3 different types of left-wing people. Let me get the first one out of the way. If you're truly someone on the left who stood against violence, even if it was against someone on the right, and it's not like you're only saying it after Charlie Kirk was murdered, you've always been against it, this video is not for you. If you get offended by the rest of my words, you're probably in the other 2. Then let's go to the opposite side, the ones that are just celebrating this. You're a piece of shit. You're awful. Is there really much more to say than that? Now for the third type of leftists, the ones I really want to talk about. The ones who aren't celebrating it because maybe you're smart enough to know, that's not something you should just say out loud. At least if you don't have a fake profile. Or you're one of those people that says, yeah, this is awful, but blah, 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 blah. And then you guys say shit like, we need to cool down the rhetoric and the temperature in the country, and we need to have a conversation. What conversation? your rhetoric that you did spread, your ... but is what killed off the guy that wanted to have the conversation. That's the guy who said, let's have a conversation. In fact, I'm going to paraphrase, but I think I'm quoting him. He said, when people stop talking, that's when bad things happen. That's when violence happens. Again, if you're in that first group, this video is very much not for you. It's not. And if you get offended by this, you're probably in the group that I'm talking about right now. But I don't want to hear that group say, let's have a conversation, guys. Nah. Because Charlie can't have that conversation anymore. And he was that guy.
There's a Thomas Sowell quote that's very good that is, quality looks like injustice when you're used to preferential treatment. I watched the way Charlie Kirk talked to black people. He didn't talk to them any differently. And there's studies that have come out that shows that white liberals actually dumb down their language when talking to black people. They use smaller words. It's interesting. There's a Family Guy clip where there's it's like a cartoon where there's a woman sitting at a bar on her phone, and the bartender comes up and says, "You can't look at pornography in public, ma'am." And the woman goes, "Well, I'm transgender." And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. Do anything you want all the time. Like, that's on the grace side, right? That's the grace of the left, is like this accepting thing of like different standards because of historical oppression or whatever it is. That is very present. I don't think Charlie Kirk did that. I think he actually held minorities to an equal standard. And it's that thing that Eric Weinstein says of like, if I can't critique you, then you aren't my equal. You know, like, let's hold them to an equal standard. And why would a racist, initiate and have the Black Leadership Summit, about getting black leaders into prominent positions, which is something Charlie Kirk did. So if he was racist, it was a changing definition. It was a very sloppy way of being racist, essentially. But there's a lot to this, and I think it's really important to have conversations because we see this stuff so differently.
It makes sense if you don't feel a deep well of empathy for someone who made a career out of refusing to show it for others. I want to normalize that because sometimes when a public figure dies, especially in a tragic way, people rush to say, you have to be compassionate right now. Don't speak ill of the dead. But if that person spent their life dismissing other people's pain, mocking it, minimizing it, even actively contributing to it, it makes sense that your empathy tank might run dry.
You guys, some of you guessed right in the comments, this is the video that I was referring to in my video last night. I highly disagree. This video went viral, and I think that his message is very clear from the get-go. He said that he wants to normalize not having empathy for this man that ... And then he explained everything that was his opinion of how this man lived his life. He was judging him and then giving justification for not having empathy. The bottom line, guys, that I was trying to say in my first video is that this is a man, this is a human being. We should all empathize with a human being losing his life traumatically, and then with his wife and children seeing it, watching it, and thousands of other individuals having to witness that. That is traumatic. That is something that is going to be with them forever. This man obviously had people that loved him. Some people loved him purely for his opinions. Some people hated him purely for his opinions. One of the most common comments that I got on my video last night was what Charles Kirk said a few years back about empathy. Like, he doesn't believe in using the word empathy, or he doesn't believe in empathy in general. But then later on, he said that he would rather refer to it or see it as sympathy. That, of course, is being cut out of the message. The reason why people are not having empathy for this man, I believe, is because they hated him. They hated his opinions. And because of that, they justify his assassination. And that's not okay. That is dangerous territory.